Hello. Well, welcome. We are now going to be doing the newest challenge. Let's hop on in the challenges today, and this is the new one with a nice little tag saying that it's new. So that's cool. So we are going to do this one, and then that's about it, really. However, time is limited for me anyway. I don't know about you for today anyway, but let's gonna speed run this, yeah. Let's see here. Good. First off, we are going to make the phone version. So let's see how this goes. This one seems to be really nice and simple, actually. And talk about simple. We're almost completing all of the level 1 challenges. However, I won't be doing the level 1 challenges that requires JavaScript because I have not learned that yet, or will learn that until much more later, until I polish my HTML and CSS. Because you know, why do double things bad when you can just do something really good for now, and then like probably like 80% good or something like that, and then head on to JavaScript. You know. Mm. This one seems to be quite easy. It seems all of this stuff is inside of a container, so we are going to grab a div, and I am going to. There's also a image here as well. What we can do is put a like a div this way for the image, and then like a div like this. Make it maybe put like a flex column. That could help as well. Guess we'll find out. There is a image, but as you can see here, we will be able to hover the image. So that is going to be something, probably like a link image. Can I do that? Can I do that? I don't know if I can do that or not. Can I do that? Probably. First off, that's going to be a div. We are going to put a image here. I could make it a background image, but for now we are going to do this. To just to see. For the images, that is going to be the image. That one. Nice. Hey, look at that. Cool. And then we are going to give this a class. Let's call it card for now. And this is how I separate things. Everyone has their own ways, but I like this way to separate things, which is nice. And for the card, we are going to do a. This one has a different color as the body. We're gonna set the background color of this one to be the variation of. This seems to be a very dark blue main. And then for the card, it's going to be a background color of the variable card. There we go. Hey, that's how you do it. And then let's set it so we can make the width and height. Yeah. Good. And let's also put overflow to hidden. So that's going to be something, and then we are going to give each one a margin. Let's try like 20 pixels to see how it goes. For now, we are going to cut all these, put them inside the container, so we can have an easier time of trying to fix all this. As much as we can, anyway. I think first we'll need to get rid of we'll comment out the image. Nice. First, I will need to see how much the margin is. That one seems to be about good. We can do like 15 for left and right, and then for this one, probably like 200. But that's going to be too much, though. Yeah, that's going to be too much. So we are going to do 80 pixels to see how it goes for now. Oh, that looks really good, actually. Hey, that doesn't look that bad. Yeah, that doesn't look that bad. We can change this to about like 30 pixels, and then we can lower this to 70, because that seems to be really good. Oh yeah, 70 pixels is the correct number for my eyes. Um, However, the left and right seems to be a lot more, probably like 40 pixels. No, okay, is it 30 pixels then? Was I right about that? About. About. Cool. Nice. So the top, how much is that? 600 and that. So we have a margin of top and bottom of that one. So we will just negative that by 140. So 527 is the height. And then there we go. Nice. We will also make this the height 100 real height. Nice, that's nice. That's gonna help us in the future. Cool. Now we add in the image that we first commented out. Nice, that's nice. And then in the card image, oh, gotta put a space in between that. And then we will need to edit it a little bit. Ooh. It seems like it has a wrapper as well, doesn't it? Yeah, some kind of wrapper. Well, what I can do is probably add some kind of padding to it as well. And not gonna need it as an image here, so I mean, it's gonna make things a lot more easier. Padding, let's give it like 20 pixels all around to see how that goes. Yeah, that's about right, right? So let's give this a border radius of 10 pixels to make a nice little curve. Nice. What's that? I think that's about right. Yeah, I think that is definitely about right. Is that about right? Does that seem right? Kind of, probably. Can I add a border radius to the image? Well, I can. Cool. Now how do I do this though? Oh, there. Can I do width is 100% of the parent? Hey, that's how you do it. That's nice. And then we will give a padding at the bottom. Nope. It's we're gonna give margin of the bottom, probably like 10 pixels seems to be good. About right. Cool. Next up, we'll just be editing all these. This one is definitely a H1 tag. We will also need to add a paragraph for these. This text. This one seems to be some kind of... I'm not sure what this is. ETH. Not really sure about that, but it has 3 days left. I'm guessing it's some kind of like auction house or something like that. Who knows? But what am I gonna do with this? I could put it into a list. Hmm. 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 I could put it into a list, but nah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a div, and then within that div, I am going to probably add 2 paragraphs. And then you will be on your own, I believe. Yes. Good. This is going to be my template for now. And as things go on, I shall, edit it as much as I can. Nice. Hmm. We're also going to add something. We're going to change the kernel of that to the variable, what's that look like? That's about right. Cool. And then we are going to change the, we're gonna change the H1. Actually, I'm gonna change this back to a H1, because this makes things a lot easier, which allows us to do this. We are going to change the H1 to the color of the variable white. There you go, nice. We are also going to change the font of each one. We are going to change the font size. Our font size is 18 pixels for everything, so the H1 is not bigger, but we can try 20 pixels for now to see how that goes. That doesn't seem right, so we can probably go up by 10 to see how that goes. Cool. Let's lower it down. The 25 look right. No. I feel like 20 kind of looks right, but it seems a little bit too small, doesn't it? Yeah. So let's put it in between, so like 23 pixels. That's 23 pixels. Ooh, it's a little bit too big. 22 pixels. The power of being exact. Yeah, that seems good. Nice. We will need to change the Juice Wyvern a little bit as well. But what we can do is, instead of using H1, we can change this a little bit, and then we can also give this tag. We can give it like em. Oh, actually no, I'm going to change this and give it strong, because that's going to make it bold, and I believe I can just get rid of that later. Yeah. Oh, wait a second, isn't this a hover? Isn't it one of its assigns to hover? Yeah, it is a hover. Okay, cool. Instead, I am going to change this and just make it a link, because that is going to make things a lot easier. Nice. And then that's about it, I believe. Nice. Cool. Um, does that seem right? I feel like I need to add a lot more margin from the image. Margin bottom. Let's try 20 pixels. How's that going? 20 pixels seems about right. Yeah. That 9 is to about that red area. This 9 is about a little bit over. Huh. Is the font size not 22? Could it be like exactly 21? It's exactly 21. Oh wow, look at that. And then we are going to give like the same padding. So what we can do instead of giving it a margin bottom, we could instead do a margin and put 0 as the left and right, and then put the 20 from top and. I would like to say that, but that's oh there. Oh there. I did that completely wrong. It's supposed to be the opposite. Yeah, go. Oh, wait a second. Wait, no, no, no. This will only work if I did it to the correct one. Let's put it in the H1. I was wondering why it didn't work out. Oh, is is that right? I feel like the bottom margin is a little bit less than that. Okay, so we can make it 15 pixels to see how that goes. Yeah, 15 pixels seems to be really good. Nice. Good. And then for this one, that seems to be a lot smaller. So we are going to edit the card paragraph. And then we are going to change the font size of this to about like 16 pixels to see how that goes. And that is, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's literally right. Cool. And then we are going to give it a margin bottom. We can give a margin bottom of 15 pixels, which I believe it is copied from the top. About there, I would guess. Now this is going to be interesting though. How do I get that symbol of some sort? Is it a symbol or is it a kind of an image of some sorts? Ah, it's some kind of icon. It's this one. Okay. Remember there was some kind of icon, right? Something about this, like this. What seems wrong? Unknown HTML tag icon. Well, actually, what I can do instead of icon is I can put a image. And then go to images, and then go to icon. This one. Oof. And then we can make this div. I'm going to give it a class. I am going to call this the... What's ETH? I don't really know what this is. but I'm just gonna name this details for now. Because I'm gonna make another tab for details because I think it's going to be a lot more in depth. We can make you that for now. For details, let's give it a display effects. Nice, and then we are going to edit the details image. We are going to change the width of that to about like 10 pixels. Does 10 pixels look correct? Yeah, that looks about right, actually. However, it seems to be on its own. Oh yeah, it definitely seems to be on its own. For the height, it will be auto. Or not. Why is the what's that like that? Hmm. No, I can edit the image inside of the paragraph, so I can edit a little bit at least, just a little bit though, because that seems to be correct, right? Seems like it could be a little bit bigger actually. I think it's actually a little bit bigger. Probably like 12 pixels seems to be good. Make that 11. Yeah, 11 seems to be good. Nice. We will need to change the first paragraph. I am going to give it a crest. I'm going to call this DETH. And I'm going to give this one a crest, and I'm going to call it days. And for ETH, I am going to change the color of that to the variable cyan. Where's the sprue used in? Not sure. If I change this to SB, would that be a? Oh, I am using SB. About the Riverdoc 9. Nope. Okay, cool. Nice. And then there is also a image of another thing on the left of the time. So we are going to copy and paste this here, but instead of this, I am going to give it the icon of the clock. Nice. And the set seems about right? Not really. Oh, you know what I can do though? I think I can instead do something like everyone have his own div. Yeah. That's going to make things much more easier in some cases. Because I'm going to take out this image and put it there. And then I am going to set each of these divs to a row. Now what is the point of me doing this as a flex? Is there any? Not really. But it might be useful later, so I'm going to just keep that. I am going to give them a class of row, and I'm going to copy this one into this div, because I am going to create a class for row to make it flex, and I am going to put it where? Yeah, I can just put it on the details. That's about right. Well, display flex, and then flex direction is row. That's nice. And then I am going to change this. So in the row, each of the images in the row will change the width to that, and then the height can be auto. It's fine. No, actually, let's make it the same. That don't seem right. That's 15. 15 seems to be like about right for the clock. However, that one doesn't seem right. So I guess we'll just give it we can give it ID. That seems to be easier. Yes, we are going to copy and paste this here, and then for this one, it is going to be called, given the ID of Ethereum. Not sure about this word, but yes. Nice. Seems to be the height is a little bit different. We can give it like 20 pixels, probably like 11, and then 15. No, we can give it like, let's do 30 to be large. 20? 20 seems to be good, actually. Yeah, that doesn't look that bad. Yep, cool. And then for the ETH, I am going to change your font weight a little bit. Instead of 300, we can go to about 400 to see how that goes. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. Cool. Now the big problem now is that how do we and make it so that it looks like this? I thought I used Flex for this. So for the details, what I'm going to do is for the justify content to be spaced between them. Oh, it actually worked. Nice. However, I do need to inspect something though. How is this Flex? Hmm. Um, it's not bigger than I thought it would be. Yeah, it's actually not bigger than I thought it would be. Is it because of the margin? It is because of the margin. Cool. Hey there, paragraphs. Where are you? Cool. Ah, because it's no, that won't make sense really. Why do you guys have a margin? No there. I guess what I can do is set it so the yeah, I can set it so that the row paragraphs have no margin at all. We can make the margin 0. Nice. So that we can change the. If I delete this, it should just go a not bigger. But if I make it the height of 100%, which should be the 100% of the 9, that should be almost correct. We get rid of the rate. Nope. Okay, cool. We can probably set the width to auto. Hey, there we go. That should be good. Yep, that looks exactly correct. And then we can give each of the images inside of the row a margin. We can give a margin for the left and right, so we can give it a 0 for top and bottom, and then probably like 5 pixels from the left and right. Yeah, that seems about good, really. You think that's good? I feel like that's good, but like there's something weird to it. Yeah, there's something like weird to it that I don't feel comfortable with. Hmm. Don't know what it is. Nope. But moving on. Let's give it 15 pixels, and then let's give it a HR. Um. Okay, that is the wrong place to put that. Let's give it a HR. Nice. How's that looking like? That's about right, but I feel like instead of making this HR, I can easily create a border bottom. We are going to make it 1 pixels, make it solid, and we are going to, as I spelled solid wrong, we're going to make a variable, and we are going to use the very dark 91. Hey, that seems to be correct. Nice. Oh, that's interesting. The border is not made from when the margin is like there. That's interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting. Okay. How about instead we can do something like I thought the border would something ain't right here. Um I'm guessing because it's the right, it's the margin because you need padding too. Right. I guess what we can do is make another div. You can call this div and like a HR or something like that, but I can make HR instead. Hmm. Um. Yeah. Just gonna make a div and then give it a ID of HR, and then I'm going to put HR under here. Oops. How's that? Yeah, that looks good. If there's a better way of doing this, do comment below. We're gonna on them together, yeah. But what's cool about this HR now is that I can also add a margin at the bottom as well, giving it 50 pixels. So this will move this text below. What I'm also going to do is create another div, and I'm going to put this in. I gotta say though, I'm of anything divs perfection. Me like divs. Cool. And then within that div, I am also going to make a image, and we are going to put this guy in here. However, he seems to be a little bit, too big. So we are going to set a. We're gonna give this a ID, and we're gonna call it a like a, or maybe like a card end. Yeah, that's like that. Card end seems to be good. Organize this a little bit. Card end. All right, it's not a class. It's a ID, and then we can display effects. We are going to copy and paste this. Get rid of the display because I want to put the image instead. Oh yeah, fun thing about this is that instead of going all the way to the right and pressing enter, in this WebStorm program, you can hold shift and press enter. There you go. Easy. It just brings you to the next line without you having to go all the way to the right, or maybe all the way to the left of here and then pressing enter. Yeah, all shortcuts helps. We are going to set the height to auto, so that should, right? Or is it because it's actually a little bit too big, which means instead I will need to edit the image itself. But what I can do is the height can be and then I can add like a set. Oh there. Oh there. What happened to you? That's 40 pixels. Oh, okay. 40 looks good. 40 looks good. We can make it so how's 30? 30 seems to be about right. Okay, we can get rid of you. And then set your height to about 30 as well. Does that look good? I feel like that looks good. Nice. We are also going to give it a border, and we are going to give it a 1 pixel solid variable is going to be white. Nice. However, this seems to be a circle, so what we can do is give it a border radius 100%, which should makes it a circle. You can also do 50%, but sometimes sometimes it doesn't really work out that much. So that's why we will do 100% instead of 50%. But 50% works, then you can still use it. But later on, I think it will be best if you use 100%. But who knows? It all depends, really. It all depends of the world. I feel like the image could be a little bit bigger, don't you? Comparing, yes, yeah, the image can definitely be a lot bigger. Probably 35. I think 35 could be good. Does that seem right? Oh, I think 35 is good actually. I believe probably 32. Okay, don't have an exact number, which is quite hard to figure out what is the exact number of this could be. But hmm. And talking about that, oh, why is the margin not the same for the top and bottom of the card itself? That should be 70 and why is there a why is there a that? That's interesting. Um okay. That's really interesting. Is it because of the wheel height that I did all the way back? Nope, that should be a thing. Why is it getting pushed all the way out? So the margin, that should be good, but there's a random empty space here. What's there a random empty space there? Hmm. Did it do the math wrong of the height? That shouldn't be the case. I don't think so. What's the body? Oh, a second. 667 is the real height of that, so hmm. Something's not right here about that. Unless the bottom margin is different. That could be the case. I thought that could be correct. I guess not. Hmm. It's fine. I can eyeball it as close to the form as possible. The power of eyeballing. Yeah, no, that is kind of weird. I thought I was correct at first, did I? I'll need to check back the recording. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I was correct at the start, but uh, but now I'll need to also give a border. No, it wasn't a border, right? Um, I think what was it again? It was a box shadow. Yeah, 0, 0, about like 10 pixels of that, and then we can give it a variable. Um, what is the Probably like I can actually I can just use background now, because as you can see between this one and this one, there seems to be like some sort of box shadow, because this area seems to be a lot darker than what it seems. So I'm going to use 100 instead. Maybe that's okay. It couldn't be the same color, was it? I don't think so. That couldn't be the case. Yeah, that doesn't look like the case. Actually, let me remove this completely. Oh. Hmm. How's 10 would work? Yeah, I don't know. Because it seems to be darker than the background. But this is the darkest they given us. So what is... Could it be that it's actually not what we are supposed to use? It could be the opposite. Where the background is night and we add a dark color instead. A darker color instead. Oh, that looks really good. That looks about right, right? And yep, that looks normal. And then this one will add a little bit of darkness into it. How's that looking? I mean, that's about right, but the biggest problem is this bottom part right here. It's like they move the x-axis downwards, which is interesting. that is going to be really difficult to like know what it is. Is it 50? Let's try 50 pixels. No, let's try like 25. How's 25? Um, okay, you can barely see it, but there's like a slight box shadow right there. So, oh, okay, that seems to be. Oh yeah, oh you see this? Oh yeah, there you go. However, my box shadow is not as dark as this one is. So how do I fix that? Not really sure. I'm not really sure, but I think that's like as good as it's ever going to go. I feel like, yeah, I could do the exact with like a lot of messing around with the numbers, but that's going to be a bit difficult. Yeah, that's I'm just gonna call that finished. All right, next up, we will need to fix this somehow. How are we going to do that? We are going to. Oh. Mm, could it be fixed? 1 second. We are going to align items to the center question mark. No, I think it's justify content. Yeah, it's justify content. Well, actually, technically, it's not really in the center. Looking at it. Hmm. How's the? How's this? No. Okay, why do you have a margin now? Okay, stop. All right. There's just margins like everywhere, which it's because of the yeah, it's because of the copy that I did up here. All right, it's fine. Margin 0. That should not have any margin no more. Nope. Cool. Now with that, I can align self to the center. Nice, and then I can give a padding to the image. We can give a padding to the left and right. No, that's not padding. We can give a margin to the left and right. And what I'm going to do instead, I'm just going to let's row. Where is the I'm just gonna copy this margin. Easy done. And Rona. We can probably make that 10 pixels. Okay, never mind. We are going to make this 15 pixels. How's that? That seems about not right. 10? 10 kind of seems right. Not really. No, I believe there isn't a margin on the left side. So we are going to do margin right. Ah, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Cool. That seems to be good, really. Cool. For the finale, we will need to edit the A. So we are going to edit the link, and then we are going to set the color to the variable which they given us to white. We are going to make the text decoration to none to get rid of the underline, and that's it. Yep, that's it. All right, cool. Next up, It is time to create the almighty desktop version. Yeah. Good. Now you can go away. We can go back to responsive. What we're going to do is set it so that the responsive is this. Nice. Oh dear, what happened to you? Oh yikes. Oh yikes. I think this is happening because we didn't set a actual width and height to the image, which instead what we did is I believe I put 100% in the image, which creates that, yeah, the width to 100%, and then yeah, let's set the height to like 100%. So like, yeah, well, it's not really doing what I like thought it would be doing, but it's fine. Good. Actually, isn't this not easier? Because I can go back here and then yeah, I can just set the width to 375. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Hmm. Okay, media screen, uh, and the minimum width to be 375. Oh wait, no, 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 I'm doing that backwards. There you go. Pixels. Nice. And then I can set it so the width of the card is going to be 375 pixels, and then the height of it is going to be 667 pixels. Nice. So when we go back to the responsive, that should be the exact same as our phone version. Um, we can get rid of that, right? Yeah. Because now, instead, what we can do is use the power of effects and then move everything to the center. We are going to set it so that our body is going to be that. So our body is going to display effects, and then within that effects, we are going to do justify content center and then align items center. Orana. And that should just be like perfect now, I believe. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Ooh. Now that we're in the desktop version, it seems not different. Because if you look here, right, it seems there are two box shadows. Okay, okay, I see you. Two box shadows, eh? Interesting. Alright, we can definitely edit that then. Where is the good old box shadow? Okay. Wait, can you even add two box shadows? No, that was just that was just wait, you can't have duplicate box shadows, can you? Yeah, you just overrid the wait, how do you have two box shadows? Did you create another div? Hey Google. uh how's this? How does one create multiple box shadows? For multiple box shadows. Okay, I see this. So what you did was you put a comma. Got you. Let's change the x-axis a little bit. Let's move that down. All right, I believe it doesn't have a yeah. I don't know where it went though. So just gonna where it went? What? Okay, just sure. We are going to create another box shadow, and we are going to do something like this, and then we are going to make it a little bit more smaller, so probably like half the size, really. Hey, that looks about good. Yeah, that looks good. Not bad. Not bad. And then we're just going to move the x-axis a little bit, hopefully. I mean the y. Yeah, the y-axis a little bit. Okay, it just disappears. Where have you gone? No? Wait, what if I put 100? Where you go? Ah, cool. Alright, okay, cool. So, just normal numbers just don't really work. Cool. Alright, so we do 120 pixels like this. Not really. I believe instead it's just this. What's that? Ooh, I think that looks really good. We can definitely put a lot more, so let's put like 30. Yeah, I guess that seems to be okay. Never mind. Let's put like 40. That's 40. Um, yeah, that looks about right. Nice. Which means we will need to put 40 here as well. Now the biggest problem with that is that it don't seem right. So what we can do instead is probably give it a lot more like or like border radius. Oh yikes! Oh there. Okay, I know. Yeah, I don't know about the whole like border radius thingy about being 80 pixels. How about 60? Oh, hey, 60 seems to be about good. Yeah, look at that. Hey, that's not bad. Ah, cool. Well, that's the end of that. Nice. We'll need to edit the image a little bit though. So let's go back to inspect, and then let's change the screen size to match the one from the website, and then let us edit. And of course, this screen doesn't really like work the way we wanted it in 1440, but it's centered. So yeah. Um. Oh, actually, why is there a Is it because it's keeping the size? Yeah, it's keeping the size. Yeah, because there's another empty space at the bottom. Hmm. We could lower it a little bit then, because we don't really need all of that. Because we just need it enough. So probably for the height, we can change that a little bit. Yeah. 600 pixels seems to be good. Yeah, that's about right. Nice. And then we'll just need to edit this a little bit then. But it seems like the riff is actually not smaller, don't you think? I feel like the riff is actually not smaller. And actually a lot more rounder. Is this the same as the Oh, it seems to be a lot more rounder. So I guess what we can do is change the border radius to like 20 pixels to see how that goes. That's about right. Yeah. Nice. And then we can give the image a called image a padding. As it, completely breaks everything, but it's fine. Oh, unless it's not. Unless the card change the padding itself. Because now it's bigger now, right? So it just should be just... Okay, that doesn't seem right. That... Why is it expanding outwards instead of going inwards? Hmm... Yeah, because of the padding is to push things inwards, not outwards. Huh. No, I think they changed the width of this. Yeah, they have to change the width of this. That doesn't seem right at all. Cool. So we just know this by like 50. Does it seem right? It seems it's like really close. It's like really close. Go height you can go to like 550. 500. I want a little bit of space at the bottom, so about like that. Hey, that seems good, doesn't it? That seems about right, basically. Um, Other than that, I feel like this is as close to it as it can be. Maybe a little bit taller, but other than that, I don't really have anything else to add. The only difference could be the font size for the card. So what we can do is change the card font size. Probably change it to 18 pixels. Okay, that's definitely not 18 pixels. 17 pixels? Yeah, that's about right. Mm, she's switching to the bottom, but it doesn't really do much. Yeah, that's it, really. I have nothing left. Yep. Alright, cool. Nice. And that is this project ended. Nice. It's not bad, eh? Yeah, look at that. For this one, I am just going to put it at like I don't know where to put you. Probably like put you like at the bottom of this, and then hmm 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 sure. Oh, I'm gonna edit this off stream. So cool. Any questions? Just ask me in a comment. I'll do and I'll help you guys do it in the next stream. You can also come into my stream to chat and all that as well.